Andrew, I just want to start by asking you about how active that of a game that was for you. Not too often we see catchers make two diving plays up the third baseline. Just what that was like for you.
Well, yeah, that's something kind of out of the ordinary. You don't see too many of those catchers diving around the field like that, but it just happened to be two plays where I thought I needed to stretch out and keep the runner at second base on the throw home, make sure that ball doesn't get to the backstop, which is kind of like that concrete rock. It could kick off anywhere, bad hop, anything like that. So keep the run there, and then um, a little swing and bunt down the line, keep that thing fair or keep it foul, bending the ball there, and have a chance to get an out right there. But yeah, it was pretty active.
We talked to you during spring training about all the work you put in as far as calling a game and learning, kind of watching games on video. I wonder how you feel right now you are between your starts, and how much of a regimen have you settled on to kind of stay sharp without game speed?
Well, a lot of it's paying attention to the game. The games in between starts. I think that's the number one thing. I have plenty of time to formulate a game plan leading up to a start, so I'm able to really, get in depth and watch a little bit more film during the season than I would be if I was playing every single day. You got to focus a little bit more on recovery and other things like that. But yeah, I'm in a good routine right now with my prep work, and I'm going to keep it up.
That's a mental part of it. What about physically too? I mean, you gotta stay ready for game action, game speed. How do you do that? Is that a lot of bullpen catching? Is that volunteering before games? What are you able to do?
Yeah, I'm in a nice little routine right now, a nice little groove with lifting, conditioning, and running. Obviously, catching bullpens, doing catching work, and then hitting. So I'm in a pretty good, and as well as stretching too. Add that in there, but and I'm in a pretty good groove with just doing what I can do every day to just be ready for whenever my name's called. That's pretty much my focus, and you add the physical routine in with the mental routine and watching game film, and like I said, it's right where I want to be.
Who helped you kind of set up that regimen, Andrew? Is that something you kind of thought about during spring and then have put into play here during the season?
Well, it was kind of hard to prepare for it. Obviously I didn't really know going into the season how much I'll be playing, when I'll be playing, or anything like that. So it's kind of something that, over the first, 2 weeks, week and a half to 2 weeks of the season that I kind of was messing around with, playing with a little bit, but I finally got something that feels good and I feel ready to play every single day.
Jeff Jones, Belleville News Democrat.
Hey, Kiz, statistically, this is the best game that Carlos has started in about 3 years now. At this point, what did you see from him today, and especially in terms of being able to shut innings down as opposed to letting him maybe snowball on him like he's had one or two happen in maybe his previous starts?
Yeah, I thought his mental game was there today, and I'm sure you can go back and watch that game and see moments where the game could have sped up on him a little bit, but he was able to step off, really collect himself, collect his breath, get his thoughts right, and execute a pitch. And I thought he did an excellent job with the mental side of pitching today. Because that's one thing. His stuff is great. He's got great stuff, but as long as he can stay mentally engaged and focus every single pitch and just focus on executing pitch by pitch by pitch, he'll have games like he did today where he was really dominant.
Derek?
I'll ask one last thing here. Andrew, when you go out and have a game kind of like today, is that reinforces kind of how, I guess, does it help you with the role? Are you learning how to stay better with few starts? Do you get reinforcement from a game like this?
I don't really I don't really think about it too much like that. I treat every game as an individual game, if that makes sense, and try to win every single game. Whether that's if I have to get ready to come in to hit or come in to catch late in the game or pinch run or start. It's what can I do today to help this team win? And when I think about it like that, it really narrows my focus to just that day. and just that game, and what can I do in order to be successful that day if I get in.
That makes a lot of sense. I mean, so essentially it's like you're not looking at it like a backup, but you're looking at it as I'm on the roster. How can I do something today?
Yeah, because there's, I can pretty much, I can come in to hit, come in to run, come in to catch, start, I can pretty much do anything. And I think that's kind of my role, is to be ready to do anything. So that's how I'm embracing this role.